Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for for the second edition of Tim's Garage Diaries. Today I'm gonna try to keep it a little shorter because this is all we can do still. No quick edits or anything like that. And no music, cause yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to talk a little bit about today was staying motivated or positive when you're feeling down or really negative, or when there's a lot of negative self-talk going on. Okay, so this stems from someone actually hitting me up last night asking me how I do it. This person was apparently something's going on. Whatever. We all have stuff going on when we're feeling down. Even when we're doing good, we have all this negative self-talk. Okay, so I'm going to go over some of my self-talk, whether it's negative, and I'll just do my best to stay on track. So most of the time, I'm either calling myself fat or a piece of shit. I've always had an issue being lazy. Like, laziness is, you could have defined me by that for a very, very long time, really up until maybe this year. And even still, if you're being a stickler, you could probably still say that I'm pretty lazy, even with all the stuff that I'm doing and trying to do. There's probably more to that, but those are the two main things that I'm constantly saying to myself. Now, it's probably not the best because I'm not fat and I'm not the most lazy person that I know anyways, but what that does for me is it's just a little fire. Growing up how I did, getting picked on like I did, being fat is kind of always going to be who I think I am, whether I am or not. And for me, that's okay. I may not have been terribly overweight, but I was fat and I got picked on, and that fucked my head up a little bit. So that's good. That's given me a little bit of fire to continue going, and you can do the same with that. You just have to understand that you can't apply it negatively to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so those are a couple of things that I say to myself. Now, talking about how I can handle that and how I turn that around into making myself do things I don't want to do when I don't feel like doing it. And this is what I told her. Well, that's the whole point of doing these things. Like doing things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them is going to help you do the things when you don't want to do them in the future. You know what I mean? So whether it's, I was actually listening to Ed Moylett, I don't know how to say his last name. He was just talking about how he would get up and like do something cold, get in the cold water or take a cold shower or jump in the ocean first thing. And what that does is, and I agree with it, that's my running. You wake up, you do something you don't like, you don't necessarily enjoy doing, that's really hard, that's going to make you struggle immediately. And it just sets this whole new mentality of just building yourself up, building this whole new confidence. Like, hey, I can do this. I can tackle that. And then when those bad days do come, because they are going to, and they're going to be often, and for me, they're more often than the good ones. When those bad days do come, you're going to be a lot more mentally prepared. And even if you are feeling like you don't want to do something, getting out there and doing it, again, it's just going to remind you like, hey, I'm not whatever it is that you're saying about yourself. But whatever your issue is, it can be handled through physical struggle. I promise you, physical and mental struggle will help you with whatever problem you have. The hard part is, like she was saying, how do you do that when you don't feel like it, when it gets hard? And one example I used to her, I really liked. I kind of like that. So I used Star Wars. You're always going to have the Sith mentality for things on how to progress, kind of like I do. And then you're going to have your Jedi way of progressing. And then you're going to have people kind of in the middle. And that's okay, because everybody's right. Whether you're talking down to yourself like I do, using it as fuel to go, that's okay. You just have to understand what you're doing. And then you have, the positive people that are just like up and chippery and like, hey, let's fucking go, man. Like, hell yeah, let's zen with the force, and that's okay, because neither one of us are wrong. It's just how we utilize that. And an analogy I like doing for that is because there's so much stuff, how do you remain positive? And this is what I told her, you're positive. You just have to keep building up that riverbank of the river flowing. So what I mean by that is an analogy I heard one time. So in Star Wars, the galaxy, there's a river flowing through it. That river, the water, is the dark side, okay? And the light side is the riverbank. The river can always flood and overflow the bank, and it's up to the Jedi to build the bank back up, but the bank can never overrun the river. Meaning, you're never going to have more good than you're going to have bad. There's always going to be more negativity than there is positivity. And I see that. It may be sadistic or, cynical to think or say that, whatever. That's just how fucking things are, man. Get over it, dude. But the quicker you realize that and the quicker you can understand that, then you're like, okay, that's how things are. And that's all I have to keep doing. You have to understand that river's going to, you're just going to flood. It's going to overflow. You just got to build the bank back up. Keep building it up. But that bank's never going to overflow the river. You've always got to have water running through, okay? Now, I hope that was a pretty cool thing to end on. If not, then I guess I'll find out with the few views and likes that I'll get from this. But hey, Fit Fam, stay good out there. Stay healthy. Be positive. I know it's hard too with everything going on, but I'm trying to help. That's why I'm here. There's people way more successful and smarter than I am talking about stuff that I don't even know yet. I'm just trying to regurgitate what I listen to. So have a great, happy Sunday. I'm proud of you. And I'm going to try this little in tag because I do that in everything anyways. Follow me on my Instagram at Tim's_Garage Diaries. And like, comment, view, just, share all the good stuff. And have a good Sunday, Fit Fam.